Live? Well, we better get going then. Hodl, hodl, hodl. Save, save, save. Build a, build a, build a. Sound money. All right, it's ugly old goat here, and I got Jesus with me this morning until the goat lady gets here. She's always fashionable, but yeah, I think she's bringing Esther too. We want to, yeah, because I think we want to emphasize that this conference family friendly, and I want to go through this article. I showed it the other day. I don't know if it was a private or public, but uh, there it is. There's a really pretty good opinion piece. I didn't realize it, but what I got out of this article was they did.
Is this what we were talking about yesterday, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was
kind of
a million people were number one. All the vaccinations that are down here in Mexico, they devoted to the Baja, so that's why we had all those lines. They actually did a phenomenal job of vaccinating a million people in 10 days. I mean, they were backed up for miles.
Actually, they had like numerous vaccination stands.
Yeah.
I believe they were using
Everywhere.
the Navy,
all the military,
military
Navy,
stuff. Yeah,
Marines.
they weren't like local like hospitals or stuff
Spots
like that.
everywhere.
Kind of like the states.
Just
Usually
about
the
every
states will have
government
like
office.
the hospitals, but down here people are like too.
You know, yeah, I want to talk a
weird.
little bit about Mexico too, because we were talking about some of the cultural differences, and one of the things that I'm impressed about is you
You were talking about the how they don't.
yeah, they tend
remove
to
their elderly.
they really don't have nursing homes down here. Very few people use them uh, because it's kind of they feel very obligated to take care of their old people, which we don't. We kind of we don't have time for that. Whereas the family down here, well, our family's completely chaotic, so that's
Hey, mine's not really that good. Trust me.
well, there's great. That's what having a family is about. It's all just crazy nonsense. But yeah, I just think it's they don't. I don't know of anybody that puts their like where I grew up. You
Right.
put your grandparents in the nursing home once they're disabled. Now I had on my father's side, they were able to take care of themselves and stay at home
Oh,
the
okay.
entire
That's
time.
good. That's good.
But well, we came in. My aunt would come in, once a week and look into them, and that was a
okay.
miracle. They were like married 70
Really?
70 years or something. I think they made the 75 years, and
Wow.
he
75 years married?
huh? Yeah, it
Wow.
was incredible, and when and my grandfather my grandmother. I remember when I was a kid, every week we'd go up there to see grandma because she's probably going to die the next week or the next month because she was always frail. I'm in the walker and was just very frail. But my grandfather loved her and just took care of her. And uh, uh, when we all expected her to die at any time, and then he was actually lifting
She's here.
her into the bathtub, and he had a heart attack. And they both, and he died. Oh, she here? So. Anyway, just tell the story. He literally died in my grandmother's arms, and they actually sang a Lutheran hymn together, as and then he passed on, and my aunt discovered them a short time later, and of course we had the funeral for him, and within a day of the funeral, she died. Within I think it was exactly 7 days. Oh, we got the goat lady here. All right. You missed the dance. Is Esther here today or just you?
Yes,
Oh.
Esther is here too.
All right. You want to come, Esther?
Oh.
All right. So we want to. You're not in the picture very well. You want to sit on my lap? You can come sit on my lap.
I could
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It is
All right.
okay. Okay, today we are two women at the set. You wanna say hello?
Hi.
Oh, that's the first time I've seen you shy ever.
Yeah.
She's not a shy girl, but at any rate, we just want to emphasize that this is a very family friendly event, and we want it to be kind of a vacation. And we're almost ready to. We have a few more links in to finish on the website. Don't have all everybody's have doesn't no not everybody has an affiliate code yet, so we get that done. Yeah, we just need some emails and then we're good to go. But we've got some. We do have some extra links. I wanted to go through. I wanted to. I thought of having another VIP ticket, and if you want to go to the website, we'll pull that one up.
Oh, are you reading? Are you reading the newspapers?
Well, yeah, I was covering that article. We were covering the article about how all the COVID they've actually all they took all the COVID vaccinations and brought them here, and it's kind of just changed everybody's attitude. Everybody's much more relaxed, and it's I think it's more of a feel good thing than anything. I'm not. I don't need the vaccination because I'm immune, but I understand, how people get caught up in that stuff. So, yeah. So what we have, of course, is this thing where if you go to the panelists, we'll go to the panelists first and just go to the panelists. You can hit any of the speakers. You order through the speaker, and you'll get a 15% discount. And also, they get a little. You're helping them out too. So if you have a speaker you want to help out, if you like. Yeah, don't hit mine. If you're going to support somebody, support the goat lady. Her picture. We need to get a real picture of you up there. We have a kind of a cartoon. We have the lion. The lion. There she is. It just kind of looks a lot like where's our lion. But
I wish I had two lions next to me.
all right. Yeah, she knows how to use Bitcoin for her treasury, so she has to be on that panel. So just go ahead and hit the goat lady to show how it works. And now it goes there. Now it goes take you to this page, and then you have to. Oh, you're going too fast. You need to show them. Yeah, you need to show them how to do this. There it is. Now you go register for the conference, and that will take you to the order page. Okay. Now we have when you order, we have the standard conference ticket, which is. Yeah, that's it. Oh, isn't that nice? You haven't seen that yet. Yeah. So you have the standard conference ticket, which is 5 days and 4 nights. You get the Canary dinner. You get the conference, of course, with the award, the dinner that night and the awards. And then that's all day Thursday and Friday. And then we go out to the Horsepower Ranch. On Saturday, we have an adventure tour and have a barbecue and pool party that night with bands Saturday night. And then we leave, have breakfast on Sunday and then can leave on Sunday. But we'll have transportation available. We just when you the other thing that we'll be signing up on, we'll be hooking up this week. When you get a ticket, you'll also be taken to. We'll have I don't know what they call it, an app there where you let us know when you're going to be there. So we'll have transportation for you when you if you're going to the border or if you're going to the Tijuana airport. So the transportation, we do charge extra for that, but we want to make sure it's available for you when, so you don't miss your flight or you need to get across at a certain time. You can order the things separately and get the conference and the Canary dinner, or the conference. That's not, is that right? That's showing that the conference. Oh, that's just the conference. Okay. Then you have the conference Canary tour, and then you have the conference and adventure tour, and then full ride. Okay, there's the full ride. The full ride, that's the actually with her discount, it's be $16.95 right now. We have a VIP, which includes access to the media. Lounge. You'll be at the El Cielo, which is just a very quiet, kind of relaxing place to be at night. And then we have that's the VIP. we'll go there and look at it. But what we added is this VIP with the workshop. So if you really want to help the conference out, because I'm financing this, I'm not expecting to make anything on this unless things really change. But if you really want to support the conference and support some people to go to the workshops, you can buy the VIP ticket with the workshop. You'll get 2 more days at the El Cielo, and you'll actually get 1 workshop for Jimmy Song and 1 for Giacomo. Now, if you don't really want to use those, I would encourage you to offer them as a scholarship, because we do have people that really, I know I bought a couple scholarships for all of those classes, workshops, and it'd be a great way to support, get somebody else that, there's a lot of young people here that they may not have the finances to go to the workshop or to come to the conference, but they have the skills to learn programming blockchain with Jimmy, or they have the skills that they really want to learn how to use a full node. So those are things that we want you to do. Let's go down and we'll show the different packages, so then I'll outline it to them. Yeah, just go. I think that's it. Yeah, buy ticket. Okay, the standard ticket, that's just the conference. Okay, and then we have, you don't have to do anything but the conference. If you want to buy things separately, you can. You have the Canary dinner. We have the adventure tour package. And so scroll on down a little bit. We have the complete package. That's everything. And that's $19.95, but with the discount code, with the affiliate code, that takes it down to $16.95. And if you want to get the VIP package, scroll down a little more. All right. VIP package, and here it is. That's $10,000. Let's just keep it that one. You get the full conference ticket for 2. So you'll get access to the media lounge. You'll get 2 days at exclusive 5-star resort accommodations. It's a suite with, and it's really cool. It's in a wine vineyard, and has a wine, has fire pits, and you're right there in the vineyards. You can actually sleep at 3 people. Actually, probably 4, because of big suites.
And let me add a little bit.
Go ahead. Yeah, okay.
If you love the grapes, you can be able to walk outside at the patio and grab some from the plant, right?
Yep.
That are so delicious grape. I did last year.
Okay. Yeah, you're right there in the vineyards. You can go walk right around in the vineyards. They have a nice restaurant right nearby too, and but you can order everything for your room in there. I don't know if they have conference rooms. I'm going to check. We might be able to have the workshops. It might be more convenient to have the workshops there. We're planning on having the workshops right here, but we're actually
because we will have
the facilities here.
Yeah, we have.
And that way people can enjoy, and the kids can run around, and yes, that's kind of what we have imagined. So, and we'll have transportation. If
we will have the transportation.
You can
back
come
and
to
forth
Ensenada and take a day trip. Go to Bufador. It's a beautiful place, and very everything's pretty close and very convenient. And so you get the Wrecked but Not Ruined adventure tour for 2 people. You'll get the Ugly Old Goat newsletter, which that's a 1/10 of a Bitcoin right there. And so, and we don't charge you for the pickup or delivery from the airport or from the border. And here's the one I added, because I think there's people that would like to do it. I mean, particularly there's, some of us have just been blessed with Bitcoin, and I don't have it's really not important for me to learn Jimmy Song's conference, but I know I gave away 2 of them. My son applied, and he passed. Victor Villacana is going to be at that workshop, and they're 40 years younger, or 30 to 40 years younger than I am, and they have the programming skills to really appreciate it. And you may have someone like that too. So what this is you get the full ticket full conference ticket for two. You get access to the media speaker lounge. You get one of Jimmy Song's programming blockchain workshop. You get one of Giacomo Zucco's running Bitcoin workshop. Instead of 2 days, you get 4 days. And guys, this just really be relaxing because if you come in on Monday, you got 2 days. You know, you can just enjoy Ensenada and be out there at LCAO. It's a beautiful place. And you know, if you don't need to do the conference, give it to somebody else. They can go to the conference, and a lot of there are people here that you know they can't really. They'll be staying at the Bitcoin House just to take the workshops, you know, because we do have some bunks here, and we also have a hostel right down the street if we completely
but
fill up. We'll have enough
we
for eight.
have enough for the
Eight.
7 to 10 persons.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have capacity for
Yeah.
the 7 to 10 person
Right
at
here
the
on our
Bitcoin house.
yeah, and so that
If you don't mind staying in the bunk bed until it's the next day to the conference.
right. So you'll get the free pickup, you get the newsletter, and so that's the other thing. Just consider it. You know, if you get this package and you can't use the workshops, just consider a donate. We'll give them away as scholarships to somebody that really can't afford them, and that's what I have done, and would recommend that you guys consider the same thing. And it's going to be really nice because I know there's going to be families out there. I'm not going to say just who, kind of for security reasons, but we will be there, and it'll be very relaxing. And you'll have Monday and Tuesday. And now some people will be doing the Monday and Tuesday, and if you want to do that, we can do it too. Just let Christina know if you want to do Monday and Tuesday at El Cielo, and then be at the hotel for the conference. And some people express that they don't really want to even be at a different location. We can do that. You know, and if we get completely booked, we need to know as soon as possible so we get everybody's arrangements here. If we get completely full, then we'll have to start we are hoping that everything will open up completely by the conference time. So it's not going to happen the closer we get to the event, the more that we know. It's not going to happen until probably the end of close to the end of the month. So the price will go up when that happens. And so don't hesitate to go ahead and order your tickets now. That's
Yeah, because the price ticket will rise $500, right?
yeah. Yeah, everything. I'll keep the VIPs at where they're at, but the standard, everything else is going to go up. So.
Yeah, and we have a lot of activities, guys. After the conference, which you learn a lot. You see the speakers we will have at the panel. Who are the first ones?
Yeah, and there's another conference I know that's in Texas, BitBlock Boom, which is it's a good solid conference. And I know a lot of we have people that are coming here, and then they want to stay here until that conference. Which I thought that was a great idea. So you're welcome to. There's all kinds of if you want to spend more time in the Baja, just make it a regular vacation a trip. I'm not sure what the dates of the other conferences. It's the end of the month. But you can actually spend a couple weeks down here, and then either drive or however you want getting to the other conference or fly. You can actually, we will pick you up at the border. If you fly into San Diego, you have to take an Uber to the border and then walk across the border, and we'll pick you up. Or you're welcome to rent a car if you're driving down. I know some people are driving down. It's a very safe drive. You just hop on, you come across the border at San Ysidro and follow the scenic, they call it the scenic drive, and it's marked with like green interstate signs. And as long as you follow the signs, you don't even get off the freeway. So.
No, it's a beautiful
You
drive.
stay
It's
when
a
you
beautiful
when you go
ride.
across the border and you're driving. You just stay completely on the right, and that'll get you. And then, turn right, turn right, turn right. That's the key. The only.
Yeah, and Lucerna Hotel is just right there next to the main road.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
to. You don't have to have
And you
any
can Google
problems
Map.
about.
It's all on Google Maps. So I'm not very good at navigation with Google Maps. I like the old AAA maps. You know, I know how to read a map, but I don't. I think Google lies to me all the time. So, at any rate, so that's it. You have, yeah, and I think we'll be ready to. I think we'll have everything in place tonight, and then I want to get Christina on this week, and uh,
Yeah, and we
we'll
are
start getting.
preparing everything for about the food. Ugly are preparing everything about the conference, the speakers, the panelists, and everything, all the arrangement. But Christina and I, we are working for have everything else ready. You know, after the conference and the best speakers that we have, we are preparing everything for the food, the drinks, some shows, Mexican dance shows,
Uh,
and some
we're getting
mariachi,
professional
some.
staging on this. We really want to make it it's also a show, guys. So, and I think that we're going to have some surprise guests that I can't talk about. So, at least some surprise appearances. But we can go through the speaker list. You want to go through the panelist list? So there's just some of them up there at the top, the ones that we got early, but we have a lot more. We've got,
Panelists.
yeah, of course, we
Oh.
got the big stars, Tone Vase and Jimmy Song and Giacomo Zucco. And scroll on down. We got Knut Salvom, who's written at least two books, maybe I think maybe three now, in Bitcoin mathematics and Bitcoin sovereignty, I think, or something like that. David Poel, who's really an outstanding fundamentalist on Bitcoin, probably one of the best in the world. I think he does a lot of work with Willy Woo. We've got Joachim Buch, who is a scholar and a fellow with American Institute for Economic Research, which my mentor, E.C. Harwood, founded. Juan Galt, who you guys all know him. We've got Mad Bitcoin, Thomas Hunt. He'll be the master of ceremonies. It would not be a Bitcoin conference unless he was master of ceremonies. He was the guy that I first learned way back in 2013. And that's everybody, all, Tone Vase, Jimmy Song, all these guys have. Oh, we got Gabriel Devine is coming. Hopefully, I'm going to do a show with him, I hope, within the next day or two. Bitcoin Mechanic, I know his family's coming. I just learned him through Tone, and he's a hidden gem because he's been in Bitcoin since like at the very foundation, the very beginning. I think
Yeah, remember that we
2011.
talked with him in Miami conference.
Yeah, and they were on the show here. Remember with the speaker.
Yeah.
So we'll do another show with him. And we've got Derek Walchak, who is one of the authors of Thank God for Bitcoin. We have Robert Allen, who does Bitcoin and Friends, a cartoon. We got Daisy Costa, and she was one of the panelists at the Bitcoin Working Man's Bitcoin Cruise. Sol Kachina, I don't know if he's going to make it. I hope that he will. He's actually my daughter-in-law's brother, and he's invited. I don't know if he'll make it or not. Mir Liponi, who is Giacomo's wife, and they're bringing their family. Victor Villacagna. Guy Swan, I don't know Guy Swan. He comes highly recommended. Of course, we have the Goat Lady. We have Bitcoin Motorist, and we have my good friend Zezo.
Oh, do you know about him?
Who?
Ceso?
Yeah, he's coming.
He's coming. Yeah, but
yeah.
do you know that he's had recently a surgery?
Yeah.
He's much better, but
Oh,
he's
he's already-
recovering.
Oh, okay.
He's
I knew he was going to
recovering
have
from
surgery. He didn't
the
know if he was
surgery.
coming or not because of the surgery.
Yeah.
But he's coming. Okay.
We had to text him and see how he's doing. How much
Oh,
better.
you know what? We got one more guy we need to put down here. Muntz is coming, who actually remember Muntz? He ran Tone Vase conference, and he wants to be on one of these panels. I need to put Joe Satz up here, too, because I know he's coming. So we have a couple more speakers we're putting on here. Gabe Higgins, he is also one of the authors of Thank God for Bitcoin. Lamar Wilson, who Jimmy Song recommended. I said, you know what? I want to, bring some newcomers to this thing, and he was one that he suggested. That's part of what this is about, guys. I'm not in this thing this conference, I'm hoping to get some sponsors as this thing grows. But you know what? I'm not selling my soul to do it. We're, this is going to be a very, a solid Bitcoin conference hitting really hard issues. It's not going to be fluff, and just good. We're going to have. We might have fights on stage and then be friends after the fights, because some of these subjects are very controversial. Let's go through the schedule again so people can see what I'm talking about.
Okay, but let me say something.
Okay.
Guys, we have here our daughter Esther, but we are improving everybody to bring children, to bring wives or sisters or mother, whatever you want to bring. And for days that are not boring, in middle of the talk, in middle of the conference, we have activities for them. We will have nanny, we will have babysitter for take care of them at the ranch El Cielo, and we will have babysitter at Lucerna Hotel. The children have activities. They can be at the pool. They can walk around. Or we have, on Thursday morning, we will have La Bufadora tour. You can book when you make the check-in. You can book the La Bufadora tour. After that, we have at the ranch, we will have activities.
You want to explain what the
for
Bufadora
children.
is? People probably don't know what we have. They have something special down there. It is kind of unique. It's a tourist trap, but it's a pretty good tourist trap, and it's a beautiful drive out there.
Eddie, we have some images about the La Bufadora.
He can look it up. We'll go through the conference, and he can look up. Okay, do the Bufadora.
Yeah, because we know how the children are. They can be boring. They can be desperate. They can be crying. Or
There it is.
okay.
Yeah, it's this thing that the waves come in, and it's a blowhole, and it is quite unique. Yeah, and you get wet if you get down there where people are. It can really yeah. So
Yeah, we have one adventure. We will start.
there it
like
is. It's La Bufadora.
If we start, I'm not sure yet if we start 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., but we have only 4 hours to go. 1 hour to go up, 2 hours for the stay there at La Bufadora,
get
have
something
something
to
to
eat
eat, or have some souvenirs or whatever, and you can have a good time, either if the children are there with you.
Yep. There it is. So
Beautiful, beautiful place.
there it is.
Go ahead.
All right.
Oh, that is amazing when the water blow up and you are in a beautiful little rain and you are all wet. Oh, be sure for that. You will be wet.
So, guys, this is a great trip for a family vacation. You can come down here and kind of go first class. And you know what? There's a lot, if they want to make an extended vacation of this, I would recommend. Eddie, can you pull up what's the water park? What's Las Cañadas. This is really a great place. If you like to camp, they actually have some.
After the conference.
Yeah, after the conference. And if you have children, this is it. It's Las Cañadas. It's a water park, but they have zip lines. Really good camping. How many swimming pools do they have out there? About 5. Yeah, and then they have a wave pool out there now.
Yeah,
wave pool and
then you can ride the racers.
you can rent. You can. Oh, you have horses out there now.
Yeah,
They got horses out there. You
The
can
zip
rent.
line.
Okay, that's the wave pool, isn't it, or is that the something? No, I think that's the. Yeah, it's a wave pool. Yeah, that's at night though. That's okay. Go ahead. Yeah, it's a wave pool. All right. So, anyway, and they do it at
They
night.
have the zip line too.
They have the zip
Oh,
line.
that
Show them
is
the zip line.
amazing.
I can't do the zip. I can do the zip line, but I can't do the.
They have the
Yeah, show the adventure tour. They have an adventure up there tour. There it is. Can you show the zip lines and there you go. They have these. This is quite a challenge too, guys. I know. You haven't done that yet, have you, Esther? You could be good at it. I'm not going on. Last thing I did with you was I went mountain biking down on Big Bear. I'm not doing that. I did it once and said I'd never do it again. Then she wanted to go again, and I did it again. I said I wasn't going to do this again. And
At the bike, remember?
yeah,
You
on the
were at
bicycles.
bike.
That was. I'm getting too old for some of this stuff, but I know I couldn't do all of these. Some of these are pretty hard, and so that's it. And then they showed the zip lines, all different camping. Yeah, they have cabins up there too. Yeah, you can get the ATVs. There's a cabin. You can rent a cabin if you want. That's what we did. When somewhere zip line. There it is. One.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
There you go.
There you go. We got
Guys,
the zip lines.
right here.
There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
And
Here it is.
yeah, they have about 4 or 5 zip lines, and it's
That's scary. I haven't done it. They say it's fun.
Okay,
okay.
probably I can do it next time. I'm much better
Well,
now.
this is what. Oh, I'm not going to do it, but yeah, I mean, guys, if you want to plan a vacation, this would be something you
After
can
the
do afterwards.
conference,
After
yeah,
the
after the
conference, you
conference,
can
we
go down
can-
there and camp. You can rent a cabin, and do those kinds. So let's go look and see what this thing's all about. We start out in the morning, of course, registration. Mad Bitcoin and I, and probably the Goat Lady will do a little welcome, and then we start with our panelists. And I'm gonna moderate the first one. I don't know that I should though, so I don't feel like. But I'm down. I'm down for that. So that's where I'm at, and we've got the 3 authors there of Thank God for Bitcoin, and we also Bitcoin. We had some other requests. Giacomo wanted to be on this one. A lot of people wanted to be on that one. I mean, I had more requests to being on Thank God for Bitcoin than anyone. Knut wanted to be on it. I said, but you're an atheist. Yeah, I said, that's why I want to be on it. I said, okay. And then
Yeah, for had 2 sides of the coin.
I got Bitcoin Mechanic. He wanted to be on it. So I said, okay, guys, here we go. I mean, we could be an all-out war at the very first panel thing. So what is the difference between Bitcoin and the Bitcoin standard? And I've always emphasized that. I think we just kind of tend to think they're one and the same, and I don't think they are at all. And maybe somebody will disagree with me on that one. So if there's no difference, that'll be another opinion. And so we've got a good panelist there. We've got Bitcoin Motors is going to be that moderator, and we've got Gabriel Devine on that. We've got Joachim Book, David Puel, Knut, and Tone. And so it's just it's gonna be really fun, really interesting. What is the future of Bitcoin banking? I wanted to be on this one. So can we scroll down a bit, Eddie? And what is the future of Bitcoin banking? And Juan Galt, I put him to be a moderator on this one because he was always asking me about it, and I'd explain it over and over again, and so I just don't get it. I said, well, so that's good. He's going to be the moderator of this thing, and we'll have Jimmy's. And we're not all going to agree. I guarantee you, everybody's got a different opinion. I have my own very opinionated opinion, and it probably won't agree with anybody else up there. We'll find out.
No,
And
that is why Bitcoin is about. Everybody thinking one way or another.
well, we talk
but
about being our own bank, and so what does that mean? And I did study I do feel like I'm an expert on the gold standard. I do think the gold standard is widely misunderstood. I think it was widely misunderstood 40 and 50 years ago. I do think that probably the primary cause for that is Murray Rothbard, and basically which I use of Mises Institute. They're great, man, great research. But there's a Lou Rockwell founded that institution, and basically they come from school within the Austrian economics of anarcho-capitalism, which I also disagree with, but I get it. And he comes also from the school of, anything less than 100% reserves is fraud and should be outlawed. And that's, we actually wrote a book called The Case for 100% Gold Dollar, and would actually impose that type of a system on an entire nation. So I called him a gold socialist, and that at that time we didn't have Twitter or anything like that, but that's when Milton Friedman wrote me a letter and said, I saw your article. You called Murray Rothbard a gold socialist. Here's what I've written about him. So I stepped in the middle of that one, and I noticed even Murray Rothbard at the time answered me, not by name, but I did strike a nerve. So, guys, a lot of these issues that we're addressing now in Bitcoin were the same issues that we were addressing under the gold standard. So I think that the analogy is good. I do think that Bitcoin is superior to gold, uh, but I think gold still has its uses. And Saifedean, in his book, the Bitcoin standard actually has written, he says, the best way to attack Bitcoin, if you really want to attack Bitcoin, the best way to do it would be restore sound money, restore a gold standard. And he's right. So I just, but, a lot of Bitcoin, I actually did a poll, would you be, in favor of governments restoring, and a lot of Bitcoiners, no, we want to restore Bitcoin and not a gold standard. And I think that anyway, that's what the whole, I don't want to express my opinions. I want to get these other people's opinions out here. Managing and hedging risk on the Bitcoin standard. There's a lot of different new ideas coming up on that one. In my opinion, the biggest risk we have in the decade ahead is going to be not your exchange risk anymore. I think we've looked at one. I think that you've got a now mix of those companies at KYC and those that don't. I don't. But the risk is going to be wherever you have your assets, that's going to be subject to confiscation. I think Bitcoin can lessen that risk because Bitcoin competes because it's not under any jurisdiction. Now, they can try and reach out and make it part of that jurisdiction. That's what the United States government does with its own citizens. It tells any company around the world, if you do trade with any of our citizens, you're now under our jurisdiction. And unfortunately, we have the military and political might to enforce it, and that's why we have people under indictment right now. So anyway, managing your risk and hedging on the Bitcoin standard, I teach that's what, once you hodl, then you want to be hedging that hodl. You also want to keep it out of jurisdictions. You most of us can't keep. We still live places. I'm under 2 jurisdictions now. I'm a United States citizen, so I am under United States jurisdiction. I pay taxes in the United States, and then I'm also, to some degree, I'm under Mexican jurisdiction because I'm a resident here, and so if I do business down here, I yield. I render unto Caesar what Caesar. If I'm going to live under their country, their nation, then I live under their rules. That evening we have we have the conference there from 6 to, we need to put that down there, from 6:30 to 8. We will have a buffet out on the pool. That's not put in there real clear, but it's definitely there.
Yeah, and we will have the dance.
Yeah,
Mexican
some dancers.
dance,
We'll have
dancers.
just entertainment after
Dress
that
up.
day.
If you wanna get
And-
some
and then we
picture
go-
with them,
Yeah,
you
and then
are
we'll go
able
back
to
into the
do it.
conference room, and we'll have the award show. So we need to put that in there somewhere, that there's a conference, there's a pool, poolside buffet is what it's going to be. Yeah, and that's, of course, and the night before, of course, is a canary. Okay, scroll back up. We'll go to the next day. The next day we start out again. What is competition in currencies? And so we've got that one on there, and Daisy's going to moderate that one. We've got yeah, we're going to change her picture. Yeah, we switch her around. Well, no, she's on it. That's right, Daisy. I just need to put Daisy up there. Daisy's picture's not up there
Oh,
yet.
the moderator.
All right, she is a moderator. She's the moderator. So we don't have this completely
All right.
perfect yet.
And then we have what?
We've got Tone Vase. Will Bitcoin become the world reserve currency? And Tone will be the moderator of that one.
And we have what? What's his name? Guy Swan.
Kai Swan's gonna be on there, and Knut, Jimmy Song, and then 100% reserve, fractional reserve or no fixed reserve. I'll be on that one. Jimmy Song will be the moderator there, and then we have a snack break and come back for the politics of the Bitcoin standard. And again, I have Juan Galt moderating that one, and we should have a wide variety of opinions there, building on the Bitcoin standard. And I think that's going to be a fun one. We'll probably get more people on that panel because all of us are builders, I think, that are here. We're all trying to do something to. And guys, building on the Bitcoin standard does not mean that you have to be doing a YouTube or website or anything like that. It's just whatever business you're in, whatever your specialty you're in. You just want to do it really well.
Oh, remember, we have another guest that we don't have the picture. My doctor, he's a good.
Oh, your
builder
doctor's
too.
coming. All right.
Yes, my
all
doctor
right.
is coming.
All right.
He start to have the new assets for his for his needs. You know.
Well, this is real, guys. The whole thing. This is all going to be. It's. We've got a structure, but it's going to be pretty informal. We want everybody to be participating in it. So we'll go on for an hour and then open it up to everybody.
Yeah,
and
the last
we'll
15
be adding,
minutes will be for questions and
anybody that
people
wants to
participate.
say anything on any panel can get up there. We will have enough. We'll be limited on how many we put up on the stage, but we want this to be a colloquy, a discussion, where we're all learning.
Yes, but the good thing is all after each panel, you can have 15 minutes to participate, and you don't have to wait until the end of the days and you forgot the question. You have 15 minutes after each panel stage.
Then beyond Bitcoin, the future of self-sovereignty in the digital age. So that one we're still that'd be the last one. So we haven't really finalized that, and but that's the idea that we're going to be putting out there. And then of course we have the transportation to the Horsepower Ranch, and that'll be after the second day of the conference. It's very relaxing out there. And we'll have a little barbecue out there that evening, and hopefully
yeah,
you
but
can party all night if you want and sleep late, or you can go to bed early and get up early. It's a beautiful place. So
Yes,
I get up early. I'm on early I'm usually up at 4 in
we
the
have
morning.
another recommendation, guys. In the morning, that the second day of the conference at the morning, you can check out, and your suitcases will be there by the main desk. The hotel take care where they put the
Yes. Or at
the-
noon, just check out your bags. We are going to move all your bags
Yes, we will
from
move
one
your
hotel to
bags.
the other hotel.
Yes,
And then
for the
as
5
your
5
bags will
p.m.
be there once we assign. They're not going to assign the rooms until you get out there, and then they will actually move your bags from the hotel lobby to whatever room or cabin
the
that
room
you're
that
in.
you have. Yeah,
So-
that way you don't have to have worry where I will have my suitcases during the conference. Or we will take care of everything. That's why we are working so hard with Christina, and Christina working with her stage too, and we will be there for help you up. And at the ranch that night we will have tacos night, tacos and party night.
Yeah, and you know what? And my team is just getting excited about this. Christine, Ernesto, who does our production, he's managing. He just sent me all he's going to be doing. We're actually going to have this is all going to be professionally staged, so with lighting and everything. So it hopefully it'll go. Our goal is just to make it a very well run top conference, and they're really excited because Ensenada is a very progressive town. They really are. I mean, when I moved here, I was just amazed. Every weekend they have something going on down here.
Yes, every weekend.
And
Now either with the rules, strict rules about the COVID, but we have a lot of activities in Ensenada.
I mean, just
Either
amazing bicycle races. They'll have a cart. They'll have craft shows. They'll have a beer. There's a lot of craft beers down here, and of course,
yeah,
huge
and the wine
wine.
country are waiting there for anybody
They
who
have
wanna go.
bicycle races. We actually did the bicycle race from Rosarito to Ensenada. It's about a 50. What is that? 50 miles. It's a. It, not
Around
50.
50 miles, yes,
I think maybe
yes,
50 miles.
yeah, around 50
50,
miles.
50 miles. And a huge bicycle race.
We had like a
They block
three.
off all the roads, and it's just thousands of people. Yeah, you're
Okay,
doing.
guys, and if you at the main desk when you make the check-in, at the main desk we will have Christina and her stage personnel for have another tours. They will offer tours. We are saying about the La Bufadora tour, but if you want another kind of tour, then it will be available for you. Okay, you you are not locked using in one thing or the things that we say.
Yeah.
Then we have options for you. Wanna go somewhere else? You are open to go.
Christina, the only, I just wish I'd met Christina before I did, but because she's a gem, she really knows what she's doing. She runs all the cruise ship tours. That's basically they go to her. That's what they do.
She's have a lot of experience.
And
She's a young lady, beautiful lady. I like so friendly too, and she will be there.
we
for
will have
whatever
her
you
on the
need.
show. We already introduced her to the speakers because we want to take care of them first, and we'll be introducing them. Particularly, we'll probably just have. We have these are this is open to the public, but as we sell out, then we'll just have a show for attendees only, so they can come on
And make
any
any
of the details.
question.
And basically, we are here. If you have any questions, we're going to have staff that's clearly identified. So, if you have any concerns or if you have any, you can hit us up before the conference or during the conference and after the conference. I mean, we're just
Yeah, you can contact to her, and we will have a open channel with her by phone, by Telegram group or somewhere. We will make some.
We
group
love the city.
with
We love the
attendees.
Baja, and the people here. They recognize, like I say, that it's just going to be. Well, we'll see. We'll just see. I'm doing my part to
Yeah, and
bring
we are
Bitcoin
doing
here,
too.
and we're doing our part. So it's really up to
Christina
you
and me, we
guys
are doing
to come
too.
down
We are
here.
working.
And I think it's a great place. Right now, Mexico is freer. I feel much safer down here, and I'm not familiar with all of Mexico, but I'm certainly familiar with the Baja, and and I'm certainly familiar with Ensenada. And Christina, she calls it the jewel of the Baja, and I think that's a pretty good description. So it's
Yeah, I'm sure that
very.
we have.
And we're
we
close
have.
to the border, so you're not too far away if you have to get back. And I have family, in San Diego, so I do go across. Although I want to get to the point where I don't go across anymore. I don't really have any need to, and they can come down here if they really want to see Dad. So, all right. So,
Yeah.
anything else? I mean, we can talk about the markets. There's not much going on, unless something's happened while we're talking. But basically, we're just in a very narrow trading range. Yeah, and I have no. If you, yeah, if you want to subscribe to the newsletter, the best way to do it is just buy a VIP ticket and enjoy it that way. You don't need it though. All of my articles are there for you to enjoy publicly and at no cost. The easiest way to read them is on Medium, although we do transcribe them and put them on our website. They don't quite always transfer perfectly, but the content is there. So I use lots of links. So once you start reading some of my articles, you can actually go into a rabbit hole on Bitcoin, how to use it, how to put yourself on the Bitcoin standard. I go into trading. I am a trader. I'm an entrepreneur, and I bought my first Bitcoin in 2013 at under $100, and I did a lot of arbitrage. We actually did a lot going. We actually went across the border on a motorcycle, about
Yeah,
4 days a week when
I
business was
remember
slow.
when we are doing that.
Yeah,
Just in the beginning,
yeah,
when we can make it. One time we make 2 bitcoins, 2 or 3 bitcoins in one day, back
yeah,
and forth,
yeah.
3 or 4 times.
Of course, Bitcoin was what, about $200.
Two
Yeah.
hundred dollars, yes. I was so happy spending 2 bitcoins per day.
We could go there because my business was slow here. I had an online business, and so there, we, we would go up there. Uh, but we would work. We wouldn't take the kids. We'd leave the kids at home and spend 3 or 4 days in Tijuana, and we'd be running back and forth on the motorcycle
Back and forth.
across. Yeah, and
It was
without.
a big adventure.
Oh yeah,
I wish
no,
had that
we
kind
were
of
all
adventure
living it up.
again.
It was a lot of fun. Well, I might get they're bringing back the KLR 650s. They keep saying they're coming, but I'm sure my motorcycle shop will call me when they get them in. But yeah, they're bringing back probably the best motorcycle from Mexico, one of the most dependable, the KLR 650, which is it's an enduro, has the big wheels on it, so it's really.
Yeah, only you had to fix your finger.
Yeah, I don't need it. I tried. Remember, I went to the doctor and they didn't fix it. They say therapy, but it's therapy. It still doesn't.
Oh,
It's all right. I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah,
It just needs,
that was a great adventure. We can talk with you guys.
there are opportunities down here, guys. I mean, and we can teach you. You can do it how we did it. You gotta be flexible. You gotta figure it out. You gotta. But we having a Mexican wife makes it a whole lot easier. I'll tell you that. So I couldn't have done it without her. And we did not live in Ensenada at that time either. We lived in Rosarito, which is we're just 20 minutes away from the border. And so that was a.
Yeah, but remember
and
that
we go home.
we did sometimes too from Ensenada.
We did, but that was a
We
lot.
did
Yeah, it's a lot more
We
work.
had to stay 2 or 3 days using Tijuana for
Yeah.
do that, and Chile had to stay with my mother. But she
We
take
were
care
all
of
leathered
one
up.
Chile.
I'd have my helmet. She was all leathered up. We
All
were
leathered up.
dressed for it, and
Oh, next time I will bring my costume for the adventure tour, for people who can prepare.
her
with
costume. Yeah, you see what
pants, sweatshirt.
she's a driver. You know what? She's one of the best drivers I know. She drives a F-250, and she's beat it to death. That's a new truck, but it's not like it hadn't been used.
Yesterday I've been at the lumberyard.
Lumberyard.
Lumberyard,
Uh-huh.
and I buy different kind of construction material, and I got cement, 2,000 kilos of cement in my brand new truck.
She can
and
do
say-
anything. She can do anything. I mean, that's amazing. She built. I mean, and it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. and
Life is fun down here. Well, I'm fun with her. It's always an amazing.
One guy of the lumberyard, he said that this truck will be so nice, all clean and with big speakers and 2 big cooler full the beer. I said, yeah, we do that in sometimes too with my husband, and we take this truck with the. Sometimes we have the trailer with the 2 racers, 2 more ATVs, and 2 or 3 coolers, one for the beer, one for the water, and one for meat. And we take or drive far away or closer, but we have fun with that. Nice
And she
truck.
runs a bigger operation than I do because she's constantly got between 5 and 20 people working for her, and done
Yep.
some major construction. When
We still building.
Oh
we
yeah,
still
well
building.
you'll always be building. I know you. It's just that's why we definitely are builders here. And she knows She knows the saving part, and she knows the building part. She hasn't quite got that hodl down yet. So, the hodl's
No, but my building is my huddle because,
exactly.
like my house, we had the casita. The casita, we invest a lot of money at the casita. Finally, we are renting. We are renting for $620 per month, all furnished, and the new building is. A storage, and we are thinking to make the 5 to 6 apartments up there.
Yeah, we've got
That
this
is my
the studio
huddle.
we're in now, and the house that we're moving out. It's almost completely cleared out. That's where we want to have the workshops, and we kind of want to share our vision with you guys. If you come down here, wow, this is the place I want to be. We have the facilities. I really am not sure exactly the best way to do it, but my vision is some kind of a Bitcoin Standard Institute or Sound Money Institute, where people at different levels.
Oh, like Sound Money Institute.
I kind of like that even better than Bitcoin Institute, because I think Bitcoin, I see no reason why Bitcoin isn't going to be the only digital asset. But really, like I say, the most important thing is sound money, and there's a wide variety of opinions how to accomplish that. But I think the goal is admirable, and that's where we want to go. So there was something else I wanted to cover, and it slipped my mind. Eddie's back here. What was that? I was going to pull up something.
What do you want to pull up?
I had it in my mind, and you went to pee, and I forgot about it. So I don't. Yeah.
The newspapers?
I know we did that
was
one. We did
reading?
the newspaper.
The market, you said?
No, well, we can go look at the market. We can do that, and then maybe I'll think of it. There's really not much going on. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to do I want you to go to the Twitter and pull up that little green, the thing we were looking at the other day. Scroll down.
Okay.
Yeah. This, guys, here's what I teach, and it's really, the more I got it, I'm not a graphic. I got it. If you notice, everything around me, people got to do things for me because I'm worthless when it comes to technology. I need to go to mouse school, but there we go. That one right there. Just that one right there, guys. This is really what I teach, and it's a circular. You plug yourself in where you're at. Okay, if you have Bitcoin, okay, you have a hodl. Once you have a hodl, that gives you the freedom that you need, and you have the patience, you have the long-term perspective. You can now start saving other assets. I've had a much larger hodl than I have now, but I also have assets that I've never had before. I mean, I came out of prison with nothing in 2002, and it took me 10 years. I didn't meet her until 2009, which was 7 years, and we didn't have much. I had a business that I had 3 or 4 people
You have
employed.
a lot of debt.
I had a lot of work, and then I got overextended. We almost went broke after
Yes, you
I met
almost
you
are
because I
broke.
extended somebody 60 grand in credit, and I shouldn't have, and it almost took me down. I had to lay off 3 people, and one guy said, "This is the best job I ever had," and I felt so bad because he was a good guy. We would have been friends and worked together, but what can you do? And to survive, I had to really cut back, and she would never understand. And then I moved everything here in Mexico. And business is sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. She would get angry because sometimes my help was getting paid more than we were.
More than what we have.
And she
He
that
said,
she
my love, I don't have money to give to you, and I because I paid everything else I had to pay for. But I say, okay, but he say them are going to do this, them are going to do that, and we had to stay in home because we have no money to go out with the children. What is going on? I don't understand.
Well, we got through that, and then Bitcoin came along, and I was recovering still from that, and I bought my first Bitcoin in August of 2013, and I used my check overdraft draft to buy it. I
Yeah,
used
and I
AT.
remember that time that you said, my love, we had to sell my car, beautiful PT Cruise, convertible PT Cruise that we have, that he's have. And he said, my love, I had to sell this beautiful car and I will buy us a family car because we was have 5 children around. And and I said, okay, if you had to sell, this what we gonna do? But you know what? You know to who he sold his beautiful, nice PT Cruise? To who?
I know they don't know, but
To who you sold
I
your
sold it
beautiful
to
car?
my. Well, at the time I thought it was my friend. It was Frank, and he wound up.
To his employee.
Yeah.
He sold the car to his employee,
Well,
and I
otherwise he
say,
couldn't afford it. Otherwise, I just
okay,
carried it
no,
and
no, no,
took
no.
out so much.
But I say, okay, you said that you had to sell the car because we need the money, and you sold to your employee. How he's paid for you?
I took it out
Sometimes
of his
it's
paycheck.
business,
I took it out of
business
his pay
risk.
every. I took it out of his pay every month. So that's how he paid for it. So we saved. We cut down on our overhead in that way, and everybody benefited because Frank would have never had a car otherwise. And so anyway, it all worked out.
Yeah,
But that.
but we was still having used one car. There are no family car because that was the point. Sell the nice convertible PT Cruise for buy a family car. But but anyway, everything go well
Well,
after
actually,
that.
see, the motorcycle was an investment because the motorcycle we get across the border real quick, and we are making money with that motorcycle. So, guys, that's what.
Was
Okay,
rough.
so it's
Was
rough.
rough.
That's building, but okay, where we were, it was basically we didn't have any bitcoins. We were down on the bottom left. Have not Bitcoin, you build it,
Yes.
and you build it, and you build it, and you build it. Now you might be working. You might be a working stiff, working 40 or 60 hours a week, but in eating beans and rice.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes it's not enough. You had to work 60 hours per week.
And then the hard part is because you don't have nothing, you still got to save something. And the pressure's all around you, particularly
We are
the wife.
saving debts.
So then you save the Bitcoin, okay, and then as you save the Bitcoin, you're hodling the Bitcoin, which takes you up to the top. Now you have Bitcoin. And now you can start saving other assets and you build with those other assets. Guys, it's not this, you don't,
Oh,
it doesn't,
I like that. I
yeah,
like that
that's the
schedule that you
best
have there.
description. And, like I say, I'm sure somebody can illustrate it better than I did. This is my attempt of graphic designing. So, and I was lucky I even figured that out. But it does describe what I teach. And I think once you get your hodl, now you can start doing other things like trading. And of course, what I really emphasize on trading is money management because that's that's the fatal mistake where everybody blows it. I'm not going to go into that now because unless you have a hodl, there's no reason for you to even think about trading. And then once you do, what are we doing here? Oh, you're finding a picture.
I'm getting a picture because to me it's more easy this
All right. Well, it's
way.
my
Okay.
picture.
I know
Oh,
I
you
can
want a
find
picture? Oh, you
here.
want a picture of
I
the?
want the picture of that.
I can send it to you. It's in my articles.
Yeah. I will check. I will take it out from there. Too. But
Right.
sometimes it's easy to have here because sometimes I don't have Wi-Fi or whatever, and I have in my camera. It's more easy to have a lot the papers, a lot the pictures, a lot the information, and my pictures
Right.
right away in my cell phone.
Yeah, so I keep it simple and stupid. There's a lot of a lot of good stuff out there on Bitcoin. We're having a lot of fantastic minds that are going to be at this conference, and but this is open for. I want it to be on a high level, on an intellectual plane, but I also want it accessible for the layman because that's who I reach. There's a lot. There's a lot of guys that are in that know the back end and the fundamentals of Bitcoin far better than I do. I don't claim to know the fundamentals of Bitcoin, the technology. I do understand the fundamentals of Bitcoin because of the age that we live in and because of the macro fundamentals. And I learned that 50 years ago from my mentor, E.C. Harwood. And those fundamentals are number one. What he identified as the three greatest swindles in the history of mankind, and the first one of those swindles is inflation. It's just incredible the lifeblood that it sucks out of an economy, how it transfers wealth from people that should have their wealth and rewards the people that are insiders that are controlling the money. And I think the best thing, to me, the blessing of this COVID was that for the first time people saw how it worked. We got checks, just all money just got deposited on our accounts. I don't know if you knew that. I told you about it. And there it is. We didn't ask for it or anything. But there it is. Well, this is what happens, but it didn't happen to the average Joe. It happened to, whoever was politically connected. And that's and that's the way it works in nations. That's what happens in Mexico. But Mexico is not as socialized. I think they're kind of corrupt when it comes to the inflation, but they're not socialized as much as we are in the United States. There was no handouts for when the COVID came out. Nobody got. They didn't hand out money. They didn't deposit it in people's bank accounts. If you're out of it, if you lost your job, a lot of factories shut down. People were out figuring out other things. We had a lot of people doing circus acts right in the streets and very few people beg here unless they're handicapped, and then I'll see different handicaps. That's another thing.
Remember, it was a nice and beautiful circus, and
Uh-huh.
they shut down about
They
the
shut down the
COVID,
circuses,
and they
so the
had to
circuses
stay
started.
on
They
the-
started.
at
They
the-
started.
at the streets.
And the band, same way. The bands could not perform at a concert of any kind or go to a bar, so they just performed out on the street. And so they would perform out on the street at an intersection, and then they'd have somebody passing the hat around. The same thing I noticed, for example, with old people in the United States, we tend to put our old people in nursing homes. That doesn't happen here. People take care of the old people. In fact, you're really frowned upon if you don't. That everybody kicks in to
That's why
take care of
we
it
are
all.
here.
What?
I take care of you.
Yeah, I know I'll be taken care of. I don't want to go to a nursing home, but I'm better off in, even if I don't have running water or electricity, I know I'll be in good hands. So that's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
we will have only room for water.
So guys, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm on this. I'm gasping my last breath, and I want to pass on what little I know. And so come to this conference and let's go to the next level. Which, if we can open this up, I'm trying to get the vision. I have BitcoinWoodstock.com, and I would love it the last minute to have this groundswell of people. Yeah, this is the place we want to be, and as we pack, and then Mexico opens up, we'll try and accommodate. If we figured, I'm already talking. What happens? What happens if we have if this turns into a big event and at the last minute everybody decides to come, and we have 1,000 people that want to come to the conference? Can we move? I'm saying, can we move it? And I'm checking it out. There might be a way to do that, but that's just a vision. That's just a dream right now. We're just.
Hey guys,
we gotta sell this part out first, guys.
We had to sell this part first, and later on, if people require it, we can make a second second conference soon as possible, but
Well, I
we
think we're
need
doing
your
it. That's
help.
like I say,
We
if
need.
Mexico opens up, Mexico has a way of figuring out how to do things. It's always it, they when they make something illegal in the one of the things that really made Mexico the border towns was when they passed prohibition in the United States. People from California would come down here, and they go to the race. That's why they have the racetracks. They have uh, uh, you know, alcohol was never banned down here. Oh, by the way, fireworks down here. You can
Oh,
you can buy stuff that
fireworks.
if you want to blow off your whole hand or whole arm, you get a big one. You can take everything off at once.
We
Great.
have in somewhere on my cell phone, we have the adventure that we have with Flip Flop Run, remember? But guys, we have a lot of adventure we want to share with everybody. You want to enjoy with us. You want to come to the conference. You will enjoy our Mexico, our adventure. You are
Enjoy
free
each
to do
other.
a
Plan a whole
lot of
trip.
things.
We're here for the conference, but you're welcome. Come visit Mexico before the conference and after the conference. And I say a lot of people already. Yeah, you know what? We want to say, is there any problem staying down there between your conference and Bit Block Boom? I said no. That's a great idea. So we
Yeah,
probably need
we can have a lot of adventure.
lots of
But
stuff to do down here.
but guys, if we cannot go with you directly, the state, the city is open for you. Can do a lot of things.
Yep.
A lot of things you can do it.
And you can also drive all the way down. Yeah, there's a lot of motorcycle clubs. I know BMW Club, which they're motorcycle enthusiasts,
Oh, you know
wealthy
what?
ones. They have
We have
2 or 3 or 4 times a year. They have a motorcycle. They do a motorcycle trip all the way down the Baja, down to
you know
Los
what?
Cabos and
We
back.
had to we had to we had to make a tour with everybody for the Bitcoin house. For they see they okay, probably they want to have more adventure. They can come and say, you know what, yes, I want to go to the Bitcoin house and stay there and
Well,
stay there
VIP, we can't
around.
let everybody in because that's too many people. But we can certainly the VIPs will certainly have
No,
access
but
to.
people
We have a
that want
studio
to
here.
come
Yeah.
after or
Yeah.
stay
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
before
I
or
gotta go.
after.
You keep going.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta.
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta. You're doing just fine. And when you're gonna be a lot bigger in Bitcoin than I am, or whoever will be. So because you are a natural superstar. I don't know if you know that or not, but you are. But I've known that since the
I'm
first day I
not
met you.
agree, but I still have afraid to the camera. Eddie, you had to come and help me up. Yeah. Okay, guys, I will work with Ernesto, who is the make the video for us, and we wanted. I was thinking to have a video, the tour for the Beacon House, and you can say, oh, yes, I want to stay here. This is our studio, but we have the Bitcoin house. We can host you before or after the conference or anytime that you wanna come. You are welcome for come. Okay, Eddie, you wanna add something?
No.
Ugly useless me here. No, guys, I'm sure you will have a good adventure and good trip. You will have good trip for this conference. Ugly and everybody are making all the arrangements for have a great conference with the speakers and all panelists and Christina and me, we are working for have the rest ready for everybody, the food, the arrangement for the trip for you, why for the children. We are taking about the nanny, the babysitter, the uh, uh, everything else for the childrens, and the children don't stay boring there, or you wanna bring the children to the pool. I'm sure that if you wanna go to the conference, the mother wanna go to the conference too, we can we can have somebody for take care of the children at the pool too, but we need that you let know us when you buy the ticket. I will bring two children, one children's, this one children, two children, three children, any children you wanna bring it up, because we need make the arrangement for the babysitting, for everything else that we need for this the children have good time too. Okay, that's and okay, ugly.
No, I'm
Ready
back.
to
You
come?
didn't have to work.
Okay.
All right.
I don't like
Does
to
it-
stay by myself.
I don't.
but-
Well, I get it. I don't like to do it by myself either. But you know what? It's good practice. You just. It takes a while to learn a stage presence, and that's why
Yeah,
we're
but
doing
I'm
it.
talking about after they buy the tickets, we need to know how many children you are bringing at the age that they have.
Yep.
Because that way we can have the arrangement for prepare anything the
And
children will
that'll
need.
be there. I will outline that. I think there's room for comments when you order, but then we'll also have another app there where you can kind of stay informed. But yeah, we want to know if you're coming with if it's just you and your wife or significant other, or if you're bringing children. So that's but that is all being developed now. Should be hopefully be done before the end of this week. We should have it all done this week, and then we
Okay.
go. We make the
Okay.
make the offer and just see how many people come to see if we can get. I want to get a few. We've got a couple tentative sponsors. I want to get about 3 more, and but I want to make sure that they're, legitimate. We don't want to be pushing any shit coins or anything like that here, and I want it to be legitimate services for Bitcoin. And there are a lot of them out there. I don't know of all of them. I'm learning every day. So what? Looks like we got a lot of people responding. It looks like I got 20 notifications here. So you must be making a good impression. So that's good. So
I hope so. Okay.
you're a lot more fun and a lot more attractive than Eddie. And I don't think if people sign up, they're not going to sign up under me for that 15% discount. But they'll probably sign up under you. But
Okay.
yeah, don't forget that, guys. We showed you how to do it. Just go there, go to the panelist section, press the image of your favorite speaker. That will take you to another page. Then look for that register for conference here, and then you can pick your package. It's right there on the drop-down menu, and there it is. And if you can, if you're Bitcoin's treated you well and you want to support what we're doing here, I would encourage you to get the VIP ticket. We'll make sure you have exclusive access to all the speakers in a very casual environment. And you'll have 4 days at the El Cielo and a workshop, Jimmy Song's workshop and Giacomo's workshop, which, again, you can use them yourself. You can go to one and your wife the other, or you can just provide them as a scholarship for those that really would like to go, because we do scholarships. We do scholarships particularly for the workshops because we understand there's new people coming into Bitcoin all the time, and we particularly want to reward new developers that are coming in, because this is a really important aspect of Bitcoin to keep the Bitcoin strong and secure and safe, and keep it the longest chain with proof of work, unconfiscatable, and build from there. So thanks for tuning in.
Okay.
You got anything else you want to add?
I think we covered up everything else. But okay, guys, we wanted to invite to you again. If you are thinking to come, check all videos, check the schedule of the conference, and we are here for host you.
All right. Well, we got plenty of work to do. We need a few little links we have to fix on the website today.
I got the emails.
Oh, you got them all? Okay, so we're good. We're good. All right. So I want to get hopefully we'll start doing a show today. I want to maybe do one with Gabriel Devine and some of the other guys that I've never met. I'd like to do one with Lamar Wilson. I've never met him. I'd like to do one. Yeah, all these guys that I haven't met. I haven't met Walchek. Huh?
Members only?
No, we'll open it to the public. I've never met some of these people. I have come recommended to me, and I've never met them, and so I just want to extend my welcome to them, and see what they're all about. I mean,
Yeah, we can have
I really don't know.
afternoon maybe.
Yeah, we'll start doing it every. I mean, basically, I'm open. We need to do regular
right.
because this is a whole thing. We're going to promote it, and I want to get this thing done because once we do a show with Jimmy and Tone, uh, and word gets, it's gonna we're gonna fill this thing out.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Okay, guys. See
All
you
right.
later.
Thank you for joining us. We'll be on again. You and I will be on again on Thursday,
Yep.
and I'll be on tomorrow at 7 in the morning.
Okay.
We're doing a show
Bye.
5 days a week, open to the public, guys, from now through the start of this conference, and hopefully we'll be able to. I've got we have a professional studios down here that we're building, and so we do want to open this up, this facility. I'm not a YouTube star, don't pretend to be, but I'm showing. You know what? You just get down and you start doing stuff. Okay, you hodl, hodl, hodl. You save, save, save. You build a build. This is my building, guys. I'm teaching my members what build is, not by telling you, but you're seeing me do it.
Beans.
No magic beans. This is a lot of hard work, isn't it? Yeah, boy. But we got a really good work. So we'll see if all this work pays off. I'm betting it will. And I just, no, you just. I've always gone with you work hard, you do the very best that you can, and it doesn't always work, but it usually does. And that's just the way I've, been able to do things. That's how when I got out of prison, you could sit there and feel sorry for myself and probably get on welfare, so forth, or you just get out there and you start hustling, and that's what you do. Yeah, and
That's another story for another day.
that's another story for another day. And that's the other thing too. The work ethic down here in Mexico is just better than the United States. These people,
Well,
everybody's at
some
six.
people
They have a
it's
six,
kinda
huh?
tomorrow. Some
Yeah,
people
but
it's
not. I haven't found that. I found that when we're down there in southern Mexico, Acapulco, but not here. It's the culture in the Baja is unique, and it really is. And but of course I live here and I love it, so I'm very biased. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. And hope you enjoyed this little. Come, open your calendar date up for Ensenada, okay? And hopefully, hopefully we'll sell out soon, but then hopefully it will open up again. And right now it's not open, but we're kind of praying it will be. I'm getting really good vibes, and if it does, it does. So, all right.